family members brought balloons, lit candles, and shared their memories of the teen they say meant so much to them. Those who were there to remember her say she was someone you always wanted to have around.
A beautiful person. Good spirit, good heart, love school, love helping anybody. Can do, goofy, yeah. Yeah, love to dance, love to eat.
Milwaukee police say Jones was shot and killed Sunday night just after 10 o'clock near 76th and West Silver Spring Drive. Her loved ones looking for answers and demanding justice for the young girl they say meant everything to them.
If she sees somebody on the streets that was like hurting or something like that, she would jump out the car.
Never forgetting the girl they say is now forever 15.
"15-year-old Azoria Jones was the kind of person who brought warmth and light wherever she went. Those who knew her describe her as a beautiful soul with a joyful spirit and a heart full of kindness. She loved school, enjoyed helping others, and had a playful, goofy side that made people smile. Dancing and good food were among her favorite things, and her presence had a way of making others feel seen, valued, and loved. Sadly, Azoria would go missing from a group home in August, with no one realizing at the time that they would never see or speak to her again. An unexpected and tragic chain of events would unfold, ending her life far too soon and leaving her loved ones devastated by the loss of a young girl whose story should have been just beginning. Just before 10:30 p.m. on September 21st, Milwaukee police were dispatched to the 7500 block of West Silver Spring for reports of a shooting. Upon arrival, they would find an unresponsive young girl on a northern sidewalk of the westbound Silver Spring ramp that intersects with North 76th Street.
Girl. That shooting happened at about 10:30 last night near 76th and Silver Spring. We spoke to one neighbor who says the gunfire rang out just steps away from his front door.
It's crazy, surreal. 1 minute you think you okay, and then the next, you're not. It's an okay neighborhood, but you never know what could go on at any given moment.
You never want tragedy happening that close to you, but this was definitely a different occurrence last night, and one in which you never want to have happening anywhere in our city. Violent crime anywhere in our city is something that we're concerned about, we're trying to reduce.
Well, right now we do know no one is in custody in connection to this shooting.
15-year-old Azoria Jones was tragically pronounced dead at the scene after suffering a fatal gunshot wound to the chest. Her death came just a month after she had gone missing from a group home, leaving her family and the community reeling from the heartbreaking end to a young life filled with unanswered questions. According to a criminal complaint released on September 29th, Azoria's final moments were captured on surveillance video from a Milwaukee County Transit System bus. A nearby resident reported seeing Azoria walking with a young man before hearing a single gunshot. Moments later, she saw the girl collapse as the man, dressed in a blue hooded tracksuit, leaned over her. Another witness also heard the gunshot and a scream, followed by a male voice asking, "Are you okay?" before fleeing the scene across Silver Spring Drive. The suspect was soon identified as Azoria's boyfriend, 17-year-old Javier Smith. He was arrested without incident at a relative's home. In his statement to police, Smith admitted to shooting Azoria, claiming the gun discharged accidentally while he carried it under his arm. He later disassembled the weapon and discarded it in a sewer. Prior to the shooting, security cameras at a nearby express pantry showed Smith and Azoria together earlier that day. Smith was wearing distinctive clothing that matched witness descriptions of the shooter, a blue hooded sweatshirt and a dark shirt with a white Bucks logo. The circumstances surrounding Azoria's death have sparked outrage and sorrow, not just because of the violence she endured, but because of the broader systemic failures that may have contributed to it. Why was a 15-year-old missing from a group home for so long? Was there an urgent effort to find her? Did the system, whether the child welfare agencies, law enforcement, or community support networks, do enough to protect her before it was too late? Azoria's death marks at least the 18th homicide involving a minor in Milwaukee this year through September. As of September 28th, the city had recorded 109 homicides in 2025, surpassing the 101 during the same period in 2024. Her story is not only a personal tragedy, but a reflection of ongoing issues surrounding youth safety, accountability, and systemic neglect, raising painful but necessary questions about who is protecting the most vulnerable and how often they are being left behind.
No matter what happened, this is a tragedy.
In court for the first time, 17-year-old Javier Smith.
But he is a very young man. He has no record whatsoever, violent or otherwise.
Until now, he's accused of killing his 15-year-old girlfriend, Azoria Jones.
Very, very serious. She got shot once to the chest sufficiently enough to kill her.
The shooting happened near 76 in Silver Spring around 10:30 p.m. on September 21st. Detectives say Jones was found bleeding out on the sidewalk. Witnesses told police they heard a shot and saw a male running away. Prosecutors say that was Smith.
The defendant first denied entirely that he shot her, eventually admitted he did.
According to the criminal complaint, Smith told officers he saw someone he recognized in a car and thought the person was going to, quote, bust it down, so he put his gun under his arm and it went off. However, detectives say MCTS bus video that captured the shooting does not show the car Smith described.
It's clear that this was an accident. This was not anything he meant to have happen. Because if this was, in fact, an accident, and he made a mistake and shot his girlfriend, then you don't leave her side.
Instead, police say he ran to his grandmother's house and told her someone else had shot Jones. He was arrested 2 days later at his aunt's house.
I know people are going to say, he's young, he panicked, he didn't know what to do. That's what you got to live with, though, after you make those decisions.
17-year-old Javier Smith has been formally charged with first-degree reckless homicide involving the use of a dangerous weapon, along with possession of a dangerous weapon by a person under 18. He is currently being held on a cash-only bond, with a preliminary hearing scheduled for October 9th. If convicted of the homicide charge, Smith faces up to 60 years in prison, with an additional 5 years possible due to the involvement of a dangerous weapon. The weapons possession charge carries a separate penalty of up to 9 months in jail and a $10,000 fine. The tragic story of Azoria Jones highlights the urgent need for stronger oversight in child welfare, better support for at-risk youth, and serious action on youth gun access. Ultimately, this story is not just about one lost life. It's a call to protect others before it's too late.